Oh, he turns Ruiz over. A chance for a pin now for David Campbell. There it is. David Campbell.
In the beginning of preseason, different student athletes would do like a speech in the beginning of practice on Mondays, and I got picked to do one. And the week of, like prior to it, you go into the coach's office and you kind of like explain like what you want to talk about. And the topic that I wanted to talk about was leading into the struggle, because I thought, hey, what a perfect time to tell my story.
The way I found out about his condition was a sit down in my office, just trying to meet somebody new and have a relationship with him early on, and asked him to tell me his story. And his story, it was an amazing one. And I left after about an hour sitting in my office. I kind of left pretty emotional, where I picked up the phone, called my wife and said, you have to hear this.
Today I have the opportunity to show you what a day in the life's like for me. Today is a little bit different. I'm about to go receive a treatment for my Crohn's disease. All right, all checked in, got me all nice and hooked up.
When I was in 5th grade, I was diagnosed with Crohn's, and what that is, it's a GI disease. Unfortunately for me, I have a pretty severe case, so my whole entire GI tract is infected. Some days are great and some days are low. I kind of realized through this whole journey that life's kind of like a roller coaster. There's highs and lows, you know. Some of those low days, I'm super tired. I have like terrible joint pain to the point where I'm like, man, I don't know if I really want to even get out of bed this morning, but you know, I got to go practice and go hit a hard lift. What my treatment normally looks like, I'll get stuck with an IV. They'll give me some good pain meds to numb the pain of that stuff, and it normally lasts about 3 to 4 hours.
For whatever reason, my IV stopped working, so the nurse had to come in and give a new IV. It took 3 different tries to get going with this one, but we're good.
After my treatment, since it's an open wound, I'm not really allowed to wrestle or anything that day, but I'm so drained from the whole treatment. I really can't do much of anything. I'll drive. First of all, it's an 1.5 hour drive there, 3 to 4 hour treatment, 1.5 hour drive back. So that in itself is pretty long. And then once I get back, I'm wiped out. So I'll just kind of lay low for a little bit. Since it is within wrestling season, I'll get pumped up with a lot of fluids, and wrestling being a weight-specific sport, I probably should work out and sweat a little bit, get some of that extra fluids out. But so if anything, I'll do like a light jog when I get back, but I don't feel good right away. Most of my symptoms go away a little bit every day for about the next week, and then by after that week's over, I feel pretty good.
This is not a normal treatment for most patients. Normally you can treat it with either diet or some over-the-counter medications, but you know, when I was diagnosed, some things just weren't really working for me.
It's a long day. I know it only sounds like, oh, it's only 3 to 4 hours, but it's still a pretty long time. You know, it's just something that you got to do. It's only 3 to 4 hours every 6 weeks. I can do that. Anyone can do that.
I think the best story about David is when he spoke to the team, and when he really spoke to me, is I told him, why don't you just wrestle 141 pounds? And his response to me was the very same response he gave to the team the next day, is he wants it hard. He wants to lose the weight and wrestle 133 pounds. He wants it as hard as he possibly can, because he knows in the long run it's going to prepare him for life. He doesn't want it easy. Why Rutgers in the first place? Because it's hard.
Yeah, you're more of like just like a feel here. Like if I pass you,
I always go here.
Yeah, because I'm gonna panic here,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And then if you panic, I just got to face solid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Plus you're long, so like you can like kind of trap me there.
David Campbell is by far the most grateful person I've ever come in contact with in 15 years of coaching here to wear the block R and wrestle. It was all about getting guys in his weight class better, getting Sammy Alvarez better, getting Joey Oliveri better, making sure Seb reaches his goals. That's pretty important to him, and that's about character, man. You don't find many guys like that. But deep down, there's a goal of his, and it was to wrestle in that arena, and he did that. And to see him get his hand raised, that's all he ever really wanted to do. And that's what he talked about when he first got here. I just want to wrestle at Jersey Mike's Arena. He'll do it again before this year's out.